Howdy folks, Max Mogren reporting for the Sheepeater with your Northwest Wyoming Skywatch. It is 1 p.m. on the dot on Saturday, January 31st, 2015 here in beautiful Star Valley, Wyoming. And the skies are gorgeous. No evidence of geoengineering, no evidence of chemtrails today. Just a nice blue sky. Not surprisingly, temps have cooled off. Last week we had record highs throughout the region, and in sync with that, contributing to that, we saw these high cirrus hazes that appear to originate out of the tail end of airplanes. The only cloud I see today off in the distance there between the two pine trees, off on those peaks, there's a natural fog layer of stratus cloud hanging right near the summits of the Caribou Range. We're up here in Indian Creek, and I'm at about 8,000 feet. I wanted to bring to people's attention the fact that on a west-facing slope, the snow's totally melted out underneath this tree here. Granted, a tree this big will catch a lot of the snow that falls above, and that'll melt up in the branches versus falling all the way to the ground. But it is unusual to see open ground at 8,000 feet midwinter here in the northwest corner of Wyoming. But what I really want to bring to people's attention is the fact that as the snow recedes here, we've got this crazy fungal layer visible. Hopefully you can see that. It's white filamentous fungus there. Hopefully you can see it kind of underneath the pine cone at the base of that tree. And I've noticed this over the last couple of years. When the snow recedes, we see these fungal layers. And well, two things. First of all, the geoengineering chemtrail programs, the solar radiation management, weather and climate modification programs decrease sunlight. It's literally managing the amount of sunlight reaching our surface, which creates an environment more conducive to the formation of fungus. You know, fungus like dark areas, warm areas, and these geoengineering programs are making the world warmer and darker. So, worth noting there. The other thing to note is that people all over the world, I've been studying this for several years, and a lot of people have noticed this filamentous fungus, and it's so notable that people are making videos about it. Aluminum, apparently one of the chemicals being used to manipulate the climate, is actually very conducive to fungal growth. So that's important to note. I'll put a link below to aluminum and its properties that enhance fungal growth. Another link I'll put in is a link to some science on the fact that a lot of the mass extinctions throughout history have been blamed on fungal infections. And today, some species are really struggling with fungus. Notably people, arguably chronic fatigue syndrome, Lyme disease, a lot of respiratory ailments are actually, there's a fungal component to those sicknesses, to those conditions. So when we see a lot of fungus on the ground, it gets me shaking my head, scratching my head, and wondering what's up. There you go, folks. See for yourself. Look up. Again, beautiful day today. Don't only look up, but also look down. What goes up must come down. Any chemicals sprayed in the atmosphere will eventually reach Earth's surface, and really quite quickly in the grand scheme of things. So the longer these illegal covert programs are allowed to continue, the more fucked up shit's gonna get. Speak up, wake up, look up. One love. Peace.